Distance on Niana. Not that he doesn't zoom in for so many of those shots. He's so confident in his aim. And Sparkle is, well,
what is happening?
Taking the pacifist route.
Yeah. He gets a nano. I mean, him and Jegsei and Nero and Violet are just having their own mini game out there.
Yeah, a cordial tete-a-tete, if you will. Yeah, break out the silverware and have an exchange. But back to the point now. The stick is good. Doha's able to find the bomb connection, but he gets taken down by the minefield afterwards. This is still 73 on the clock for San Francisco and counting. But Nero's looking to put the nail in the coffin here. Trying to, look at him. He tried to trace the trajectory of Jexa there. He knew that getting a kill on the Mercy would be huge, but maybe he'll settle for the Farah as Arts is able to pepper Jexa from below, and that Sparkle headbutts that rocket.
This has been all shock. I mean, like what? The Fuel have gotten on the points like twice now, but they haven't really been in position to take it. Right now is probably their best opportunity, and it doesn't look like it's going to work out as Nero gets both tanks with a big barrage.
He'll get caught by the self-destruct, but getting rid of Hanbin after he desuited for the self-destruct is really nice. Fearless, however, will be brought back into the fray, and it looks like Violet had no interest in going to the point on Mercy.
And Nero, they were going to go follow that up, but he gets slapped.
And taken down, even with the damage reduction, he's blown up. The shot get the point, though, so Dallas have to go, but they can.
Oh, barely.
Yeah, they had to dive towards the point. Nano Boost is here for Fielder. I think he's saying, I'd love to save it if I can, but with Nero back in the fight, yeah, you might have to use it. Fearless is slept right now. Sparkle's the one that actually gets given the Nano Boost, and he's able to win the fight against Nero. So that seems like a decent use of the Nano Boost there. And you'll create a bit of space with the minefield on the point there, but Sparkle's able to get rid of Choi Hyobin as well, and the Fuel... Whoa! Sparkle down early? Okay, not what the Shock are looking for, and there's a good chance that there's good oversight of any resurrect opportunity. Yeah, Jexa gets glocked by Violet. He was probably trying to bring his Farah back into the fight. Another one! Okay, Arn's going to find a pulse bomb kill on Fearless here. Excuse me. Not often I'm lost for words there, but a little bit of flair on the Mercy goes a long way in that regard, I suppose. Shock can move back to the point now, but Violet's definitely already made his mark. And this, Sparkle could barely even touch the point here. He's taking damage from his own rockets because there's a Diva in his face, and Nero keeps him at arm's length. Great start for San Francisco. But when Violet chooses violence, you know.
The only thing that's kind of odd is still, you don't have a, you don't have an option to play like McCree or Soldier. I mean, I guess it's Sparkle. I mean, Doha can maybe play it, but you don't have like a really powerful hit scan that could kind of put pressure on the Farah in the sky.
Oh my! Sparkle there, just drops in on top of Nero. It's like hunting pterodactyls, you see. It's like in the Avatar movie, you got to come from above so they can't see you. Nicely done.
Fearless, if they want to really try and go in and make a play, this is a nano onto Nero, and he's also got some help there from Choi. Beautiful defense matrix use there from Choi Hyobin.
Yeah, Nero doesn't have to go too aggressive there, right? He's playing with his tanks. He's not trying a solo mission to remove Diana. It's very comfortable for him there, and he even has the damage reduction and the boost to help him out. On board with him for a long time. He had plenty of chance to get value, but Hanmin is everywhere, and this is why I'm giving Diva players player of the match right now. It's just so hard.
Yes, it'll be the Wrecking Ball still on the point though here. For the Shock, you do get a res onto the Farah, so maybe you can kind of just hold on to this point for a little bit longer. Violet, I mean, he'll get Sparkle and for a very long time, as it'll be 99 now for the Dallas Fuel as Rocket Barrage here, and for Nero, he'll be able to get one as the Farahs basically trade out their lives.
Yeah, Jexa pop Valk there looking for a resurrect potentially, but there's so much happening on the ground that it's dangerous. Jexa still defies death and brings Sparkle back to life. With Smurf going down now, it's a little bit harder for San Francisco to maintain any sort of presence on the point here. Choi Hyobin now is getting pumped with heals. May as well have an IV drip at this stage, but Sparkle is hunting. Potentially for Nero if he tries to make another appearance here, but the Nano Boost is enough. And Dallas get the job done here in the second round. Make it competitive. Okay, Nano Boost there. That's on Fearless. Looking for the Brig by the looks. Yeah, even with plenty of those Inspire procs, Twilight is going to run out of health pretty quickly in that matchup. Fearless is conservative. Gets the one kill. Says, we're good. We get 2 kills. I'm close to Primal Rage. Drag this fight out, but let's get control quickly.
Yeah, I mean, nothing else he can really push for, and they needed the...
Smurf goes for a shatter in close quarters. It catches Fearless, but Fearless primals before the charge connects there. great timing, maybe fortunate, whichever way you like to slice it, and that is, I mean, it's wishful thinking, I think, for Sparkle to try and get value there.
Oh, nice blink with the melee there from Nero as on the Widow.
Constantly being harassed by Fearless, which is a little more than an annoyance, but now it could be more of an issue. Amp Matrix, Fearless just wants to pressure. Nice work on the ledge. Bait! The Widow sat right behind a Batiste. For whatever reason, Violet's just not in a position to heal Arns, so he just gets plucked out from under his nose.
Well, he had his Amp Matrix down. He had to shoot. I mean, look on, yeah.
Sparkle had to recall there. Damage from every angle. Smurfs out at sea without a paddle. And Sparkle sends him packing. Violet, though, nasty on the bat. Exo Boots get him up in the air, but the Dallas Fuel get another comfortable fight. And now this map is starting to look in doubt for San Francisco.
They left on.
Okay, the Shatter is wayward, but he has to get what he can try and find, I suppose. Nero goes down, and Smurf has to try and touch the point, but, well, looks a little bit one-sided, doesn't it? He's trying to stay alive. He has to charge off the point, but fortunately Trukobin is there, hoping to try and find the kill. But no, Hanbin's going to be able to get away with his life in the Dallas Field. They switch to Wrecking Ball. These defenders like to go for that sort of Orisa when they can. Attackers still keep the Winston going. Still, you have to walk against all this Farah damage, but Arns has already found his way into the backline. Unfortunately, he probably needs to find a kill there for that to work out. The shotgun in a position to pressure the backside at all, so he kind of gives himself up for free.
I mean, that is a fast barrage. An Amp Matrix used here as well early on is
Fearless laying low.
They still have Nero here.
Time for Bob the Builder. Well, that turret didn't last long. Sparkle there is nanoed, by the way, so he is just going to sit right here and have some fun. Self-destruct there from Hanbin. He'll get himself that extra kill. And all right, so the Shocker trying to Orisa set up into
switch over to Hangzhou, so the shield's not going to last very long.
It didn't work with 6 players. Let's go with 5.
Here we go. Now we're running back down the street. This is dissolved into chaos quickly.
Dallas, they got punished there, I think. Maybe a slight overextension. Shock's composition will be really nasty if you put 1 foot wrong. I mean, Dallas wanted to fight on the top right-hand side, Matt. They wanted to fight in the...
It's like very much to scare off, Sparkle and the rest of the players from pushing on in, but I think they're better off with the McCree.
It hasn't looked great for them so far, for sure. Putting a lot of trust in Arns to be the one that deals with Farah, but he can't even see Sparkle with where he's playing from. Arns has not been able to find the angle. I mean, he isn't even taking those anyway. He's playing safe. Look at this. No one can see the bloke.
They're going to get barraged very shortly. Oh, no. Oh,
yep.
I thought maybe
the Transcendence, by the way?
Why not?
Cool.
Yeah. So,
nicely done by Sparkle.
Yep. So now we have McCree. And now we have...
He believes he can kill this Winston.
I love Violet.
Oh, but there's a chance here for Dallas.
Here.
So,
yeah,
there's absolutely a chance. Self-destruct for Hanbin. Can remake? He can. All right, so Mercy's in play. Jex have popped Valk there. Then they lost Fearless. Okay, Doha getting removed there. I don't know how Nero found that one, but nicely done. And yes, eventually they'll be pushed back here. So the Shock, all right, slow down a bunch on that second phase of the map for Sparkle. Could combine the barrage, and that's what he's looking to do. Instantly, Violet absolutely ruined. Sparkle even want to try and wrap around and make sure there's no escape and no remake chance for Troy Coben. Secures the kill.
Yeah, now, what can you do here with 30 seconds on the clock?
So the Shock had to be careful. Super getting pressured very hard right now, and that's the EMP for 4. Anto able to get some work done on Hanbin's mech. He removes that from the equation, but Fearless has been removed. And now Arns can get more aggressive. The self-destruct forced Doha out of position. He was 1 HP out after he came out of the translocator. Arns didn't go for the health pack, so Doha gets to pick that up, and now there's a Transcendence in play. This is buying a little bit of time for the Dallas Fuel. Sparkle needed that kill on Arns. Fielder takes it away, and now with Violet gone, the Shock are running out of options. And yeah, looks like they're out of time in a big way. Nicely done by the Dallas Fuel, Matt. They get back into control. The Transcendence from Fielder on the rare's end. Set up, and Sparkle is still looking for something. He'll take a turret for now, but he needs to find more.
Oh, and he's not going to be able to do so. As Violet with the headshot at range, you're going to get Sparkle right back up, and the Dragon takes out Super. The rally's popped here from Twilight, but is it enough to keep everybody alive as Nero takes out the Pharah from the sky. I feel like there's only so long you're going to be able to survive this damage coming at off angles from the Hangzhou in the Pharah. This will be a primal rage here used by Fearless, trying to open things up. So Choi will get demacked.
Sparkle finding Choi, so you're right. That mech's out of the picture here. He's having to get rid of Arns as well. Dallas have a window. It's slim, though, and they don't really have the ability to lean into this.
Knock super into the Dragon Strike there. Doesn't exactly work, but they knock Arns off the map.
That's gigantic. Fearless from the high ground makes the play that might be able to turn this around. Twilight is taken down, and there's the barrage with a nano boost to combo with it. And Dallas go from looking like they were struggling on this map to now having a real crack and making it their own, and making it have to go for a resuit inside that immortality field, and he gets it done, and so he shuts his barrage down. Maybe Sparkle could have been served by waiting a little bit longer to deploy that key ultimate, but we'll never know. He's brought back into the fight either way here, and the Fuel are just using sheer weight of numbers to push over the line, and now they get a real shot at finishing the map with time to spare. Knows that he has a real opportunity to end the map with a big ultimate right now, and then he goes, he's looking for the Baptiste, and he'll get Violet. That might just be enough. A lot of damage on Arns, and Super's caught out of position. He can't get back to where the cart needs to be because the rockets don't stop coming in. Valkyrie for Twilight, he needs to keep his team up, but Sparkle goes after Choi Kyobin. Twilight slaps Jexa upside the head, and getting rid of the Mercy. Arns finds nothing there with the Deadeye. Nero Pulse Bomb. Looking for Fielder. Stick. It's big! He gets rid of the Zenyatta, and that's what he was looking for. Recalls away to full health and then gets Doha. What a moment for Nero. Gutting the Fuel of their key assets in a key fight. He'll make it a third there by getting rid of Fearless, and Harmon has to resuit in dismay as the shock takes. FD God waits in the wings as well to show his supremacy on the Lucio. So many options here, but it's about finding the right one, and Sparkle knew exactly where to put his rocket there. Arns had no chance of escaping, and this defense from the shock is looking ill-fated, to say the least.
I mean, well, the only support that these two can't really play is the Lucio, but gone with Hero.
Yeah, he can spot where anyone could be hiding, but he conks himself away, and they've lost Super, so now how is Nero going to get into the fight? This does not look great from the shock so far in this fight. They've lost Arnsan here, and Nero drops in for a late barrage. He gets Sparkle dropping in on him.
Yeah, you're going to have to obviously change some things up here for San Francisco. Drop down 4 Super, which they haven't been able to use to any great effect yet. That's an Amp Matrix as well.
Arns is like, wait, did they do something to hit scan? Did they mess with hit scan while I was gone? Something doesn't feel the same. Violet, though, is like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. My bullet's still hitting just fine. Nice little backbone. Mental how little Fielder feels the need to zoom in. He just understands how his darts drop at longer distances. Oh, dear. Oh, there it is. Yep. No way that Sparkle and Jexa could drop. If they could drop like a dart, they would have liked to, but not an option. And Nero gets taken down eventually by Fielder, who's always a threat, but that Deadeye is just devastating.
Fearless got a little Alice. And that's a DMAC. Yeah, I mean, this is rough.
That Dragon Strike hurts. Super's forced to back up there. Does get rid of Hanbin, but San Francisco now. Okay, Arns is now turning up.
They don't get any payload progress for hurting them.
That's it.
Oh, yep, here we go.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Listen, Arns
2-3 kills, a Deadeye.
Shots, and Hanbin is dealt with there. His self-destructo will create a space, and I like that. I think that was Fearless knocking Arns up into the blast. He got far enough away, but Fearless finishes the job. All right, Sparkle, don't let him do this to you, mate. Come on. You cannot allow this to happen. Gosh, she's hard to hit.
He got away, yeah, she is. I think what happened is Arns was actually going back to
seconds is the count. Nano boost on a Sparkle now. They want to make sure this card gets home safe. And getting rid of Arns is a darn good way to begin that. Super peppered there. Sparkle raining those rockets down, but Nero's in a great position here. He knew that DM was low.
Oh, he was too high.
Yeah.
Oh, his face.
He must. More people than you think, actually. I'd wager. Super down there, so the Fuel are able to push on a little bit further here. The Fuel don't spend too much in that fight either. So the minefield starts things off fairly well.
They don't spend much in the fight, but that just felt like a very long fight. I think once they kind of like, they're not really called a C9, but didn't contest.
I mean, what are you supposed to do? Even Choikobin used that defense matrix. Sparkle just doesn't care. Crucially, Choikobin didn't have rocket boosters, so he couldn't get up towards Sparkle, so all he could do was defend against the barrage while the DM lasted. The Fuel now hit a rhythm. It's looking really good for them. Getting a lot of value out of Sparkle, investing the nano into him. Great body grenade connection on Nero. I mean, that's devastating for the Farah. And a recall has to be used here by Dance on the point. We try and stay alive now. Wrecking Ball is here. Super makes his presence felt. And he'll still for as long as he can. So Doha needs to go forward here. This is not over. Super staying alive quite a long time. And Choi now is the next to step up. Good stall. Barrage here. Gets Doha. That's probably all for now. Sleep Dart connecting. Nero is eventually going to be removed. Hanmin refusing to shift from the card here. And that Resurrect is bad for the Shock. They spent so much to get that one kill on Doha. Now Sparkle's barrage will seal the deal.
Now, with winning the
Widowmaker, I suppose. She's a hero in the game. That's what she does. This is pretty aggressive, all things considered, from Arns. He's playing ahead of his own Orisa shield. For perspective. And it might cost him. Doha really indomitable in trying to chase Arns down, and he's constantly getting healed. Violet's keeping him alive, and Fearless is down, so... now your ability to actually push this Widowmaker is severely compromised. You lost Jexa, so you best pack it up! Doha! Well, his noggin goes a-rolling.
He's never seen a fight that he did. Dallas is trying to keep this alive. Holding on this first point. Fearless is back in he's in the Shock spawn. Yeah. He's going to be coming into your screen in a sec.
I mean, Choi had to peel back. That's why they didn't have the presence on the card. It was, just Super, but that's fine. Hanbin taken down after the D-suit. This Widow is getting value, Matthew. This is a little reminiscent of seeing Onigod sort of play hit scan. Yeah. He is making this work. Fearless is trying his best to get rid of him, but I mean, Answer's back, baby. You don't necessarily expect much from that.
you don't expect a knock in that position. That was the Valkyrie here that's just run out here for Jexa. Is he trying to get a res? Gonna bring Doha back.
Okay. Sparkle there from out of nowhere. Just gonna blow Violet up. It doesn't work out. This style from the Fuel, they're not getting value out of Sparkle.
Aggressive style isn't really what works on defense. Jexa looks like got caught on the roof there, and then just takes a second bronze to take you out.
Arns finally removed there. Sparkle in a decent position. Oh, that's a great shot onto Nero. That is an excellent connection. He will be resurrected though, and Sparkle definitely feels like his hard work is just seeped out.
Really difficult, and that is Hanbin getting in the mech and immediately getting out of the mech.
Not much you can do there, really.
Kill him? Ons is just literally, I feel like he's just hit every button on his keyboard. He was just like, the baby Diva was in front of
Snoozes. Nice concussive blast forward. That'll get him out of the way of Choikobin's self-destruct. And the Fuel now have a bunch of space to work with. And they're in control of the choke, Matthew.
Yeah, and now with Doha and the McCree, this puts some pressure on Nero, right? Not great far sight lines. You have to come down a little bit closer, towards the car.
Air Matrix, Defense Matrix deployed to counter it. As you would expect, Nano Boost towards the Farah there, as Sparkle is going to end up turning that damage on himself. He does at least get the D-suit of Choikobin for his trouble. And Dallas, they can hold here for sure. Valkyrie, Twilight gets the resurrect there. He's going to have to give up his life for it, but Super gets Doha elsewhere. There is enough healing though from the back right corner. Looks like Fielder really sending those body grenades where they need to be. And so the Shock will have to try again. He touches the ground, and then his intended targets are all sheltering underneath an immortality field, man.
They're still backcapping the cart, though. I mean, look at how far the cart's moved. You had Nero back there moving the cart. So Nero was back here moving the cart, right?
Okay.
So Nero...
Supercharger is down. Pulse Bomb is here. Last time Violet won that matchup, so Doha is definitely a little wary. Great stick on the Diva. Quickly, Choikobin has to get himself away from the rest of his teammates. That could have been much nastier, but Sparkle gets explosive there at close quarters. Nero eventually going to be able to take him down. It is a Valk's Mercy in play now. Fielder, Jexa rather, should be able to bring Sparkle back, and he can. Dallas, they're going to keep going.
Oh, yeah, and it's...
on an amplification matrix. It's a self-destruct there. Okay, nicely done. Hanbin takes a ton of damage. He's pile drove before he can get away from the blast proper. But Sparkle's able to take down Choikobin after he popped out of mech for that self-destruct itself. Violet loses this battle against Doha. a sigh of relief, I'm sure, from the Dallas Tracer player. And he gets rezzed up, but he's lacking teammates. Hanbin needs to get out alive. Body blocked there, I think, by Super. Not able to get away, so he's going to lose his mech. But he got arms for his troubles, and there it is, off the cart. Go the fuel. They made great progress there.
They farm EMP, they farm the Nano, right? You're in a great spot as they get a hack onto Super, but not sure they're going to be able to turn this into anything.
Jeez, Hanbin gives up his mech for that kill there, but gets rid of the McCree. Fearless is still a factor, but Fielder is not. And so the Fuel might have to give up this ground here. Now, I'd hate to see Doha sort of try and use an EMP right now on a short hit.
And they're going to have an EMP to use. That's Deadeye with the EMP, and the EMP connects with 3.
Violet got Ant Matrix though, and he got an Immortality Field. It doesn't look like it's going to matter though. No, it's not. Dallas Fuel come up with the right goods. They get the chemical reaction they were looking for. And that will be the map. Rialto his way on the way there, which is good. And Violet is wearing contact lenses these days, apparently. Trying to get there now, and the Fuel. Okay, they want to win the fight here. They don't want any reinforcements to actually bring the Shock back to 6 or put them in a contestable scenario. So they dive off the point. That allows a couple kills to come up here, but they should still have the numbers. And yeah, Sparkle's play style indicates that they're pretty convinced they've won this already.
He's so aggressive on the Pharah. Always using. Yeah, I think he was just trying to push on Spack though. That allows Sparkle to get into this position, which this is something you can definitely make work.
Absolutely. Super down early here, and Sparkle should be able to punish the Torb. Nero very careful to try and stay alive, and yeah, Violet is in his spawn and still dies to the rocket somehow. Sparkle, okay, he probably thought he was okay. Like far enough away from the blast, but he wasn't. He gets rezzed though, and a Dragon Strike on the stairs. That's the perfect spot for it. That's exactly where the Shock were trying to regroup to. You see they're playing that back corner now, which is perfect for Sparkle. He gets a lot of splash damage, but only no ticks yet here.
Yeah, I was going to say,
because so much of their team is airborne and off the point.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was like, for all these kills that they've been getting, this is only their first hit. Super gets on the point. Now Choi will get on. Twilight getting some healing as, ooh, this is a Nano. As it's going to go on to Sparkle. Nice shots there. Able to get a second one. As both tanks up on the high ground for the Shock, going to make their way back to contest.
And this is what you've got to fear if you're going up against the Dallas Fuel. Their Pharah play may be unmatched in the West as far as we know. Chohyobin taken down. Here's that Primal Rage again for Fearless. It's been a slow cap just because of how long Dallas have spent not on the point. And Super now trying to compound that issue. He's able to get away from the blast, gets a Body Grenade as well, and a Nano Boost. So this stall ain't over, and he gets rid of Sparkle. Oh, Dallas. Oh, hang your heads, Dallas Fuel. You are pushed off the point. Right now, happy to keep those players from the Shock under his thumb for the most part. And Nero's gone down, so not only was he not in the fight to start with, he comes late, gets picked up by Hanbin, and Sparkle finds Violet. This Deadeye not completely shut down. Answer's able to get rid of Hanbin from that high ground. And there's a chance here for the Shock to stall this out. The ball is in play, and here they come again, Matt. Primal Rage Winston on the point, stunned up, hit with a Body Grenade, and aggressive. What? He can't get away, chased by Nero. Not a great start here for the Fuel in a very important fight. Their chances of finishing the map have just gone begging. Sparkle might be resurrected, but Hanbin is now down, and Jexer gets rained on by Super. The pile driver was there, and the mines followed up. That will be the Shock holding here on point B.
Yeah, and you see
Sparkle, if he can work from the edges like that, well, it still won't be easy for this Rhine comp to get where it needs to be.
No, I mean, without the Lucio, still very difficult. Looks like we do have Nero on the point, trying to get a tick.
I like that from Sparkle. He knows. I mean, Fearless calls the dive, and he conks himself straight back into position. So, you know, Fearless has the whole team with him when he wants to just flip the switch and go aggressive. And that'll buy him up.
And you kind of rely on that. It's going to be free picks for Sparkle consistently.
And that's the barrage that gets the kill on Violet. Now, Fielder's not in the mix right now, so, yeah, the Fuel have to go aggressive here. Jackson will provide what healing he can, and that's some nice little techers to get out of the way to self-destruct here. This is extremely clean from the Dallas Fuel, who on defense have actually looked a little bit the opposite, right? Looked a little bit messy. Numbani, I bring as an example there. Numbani first, they were a little bit loosey-goosey. Maybe here as well. Chohyobin does well to get that kill on Jexer, and well, he was pretty strong in the one. Looking for some nice vantage here on the high ground.
It's not a lot of time, if I'm being honest with you. With the way these things go on Hanamura, you know, 4 minutes goes down to, you know, 250 quick on the clock. This is a minefield.
Oh, that's classy stuff from us. What are you doing?
No.
Dallas! Patient as well. He needs to, you know, split his attention. He knows Jexa just took a big hit because he can obviously see it on his screen. So, attention. Oh my! Violet just gets up in his grill. Still there is able to get the kill on Sparkle though. That's pretty big. He's low though, and Doha picks him off as he goes too close to the ground. Fearless looks like he got a double knockoff kill there, Matt. Or at least one of them got knocked. And that probably, I think he was just spinning around the point there. Nicely done.
Nero. But he's actually, like, it just outranged him. Okay, there he is.
Fielder blows up instantly there. Nero is in the perfect spot to get value from the nano boost. Sparkle had it too. Couldn't do much with it though. They brought Doha back into the fight though, so there's a real chance that Dallas can sort of secure things from here. Losing Harmon hurts those chances, but again, a minefield's good. Nero finds... Okay, gets Fearless with the barrage, so he needed at least one kill there. And now Doha eventually gets taken down. Even with the minefield in play here, the shot can work around it, and then back in control. Yeah, Smurf's taking a beating right now as well. Doha out of the picture here, but Jexa's gone down. Glissa's able to find that crucial Mercy pickoff. And Hanbin now is just going to get hammered from the window. The shock looks so good right now. And Dallas is stuck wondering what could have been, Matt.
Well, it's not completely over yet. Fearless with mines on the point is going to drop them down, and they're going to be able to take it back as Violet, I think, is off the map. Oh, no, he's able to make it back up, but not able to live as he went quite low there. As they had to... Dallas actually...
Fearless. The pulse bomb here for Glister has been held in reserve for so long, but eventually has to go somewhere. I couldn't have asked for a better place. Twilight gets rid of Sparkle before he even gets up into the air, and he gets two. He's killed both of the DPS. That's Twilight on the arm, really making waves here. And Harmbin desuited now. He'll be taken down. The Wrecking Ball will try and stall a little bit longer. And Jexa's able to get in there and get the res. Nice job by Fearless to create the space for that opportunity. Now Fearless not so sure what else to do but to spin, buy a little bit of time. Body grenade deployed, catches Fielder. Twilight doesn't hit the sleep, he gets blocked by Jexa, who gets 2 kills. This is insane! Three kills for Jexa! Violet's gonna go down now, eventually is brought to the ground. Doha gonna try and dodge away from the self-destruct, but he can't get out of the minefield. Smurf takes him down. That could have now. Minefield drop down. Violet trying to get away from Hanbin. Jexa not looking. Eventually turns around to deal with Violet. He does finally succumb. Across the point, flies trick open because Doha, again, back on his little podium there. Goes for the tactical visor. I mean, tough to stave off that position, but the fuel eventually just overcome the shock. Sheer weight of front-loaded damage in that fight.
As Doha, another pick there on the Soldier. The Soldier just
Transcendence in play. Nero knocked off course somewhat, but still Smurf can just sort of shelter behind those blobs. And yeah, Hanbin was stuck in the corner again. He couldn't get away this time. Doha's biotic field keeps him alive long enough now, and there's a ball in the back line. Fielder strikes, he gets rid of Violet. Sparkle's in position to do some real work. Even with the rally in play, Sparkle's still able to find yet another kill. It was Fielder, in fact, that finished off Choi. That's 3 kills for Fielder in this fight. I mean, people aren't expecting his Zen to be a big deal.
What's the tour? This will be a self-destruct to kick things off, but Doha now with attack visor.
But it creates space. Violet has to use the Transcendence already, so Doha can just work his way around the backside here. I mean, he's here to stay. He throws down the biotic field. He knows that he needs to make something happen here. The Transcendence is thrown in the mix. I mean, Field has had an incredible round so far, and Nero can't get away from the scrutiny of Jexa. He gets slapped around the face with a mace, and Doha keeps ducking, dodging, diving, and dipping, and the Fuel get away with it, Matt. A great look here in this second round. The legs get locked for Doha, and they secure the 3rd round.
This series is Doha doing a nice job.
Beautiful.
Really just kind of like farming up here, and they're going to be able to take out Nero.
Yeah, I mean, Fearless, nice tech there. Gets himself back on the edge. He's still hit with a biotic grenade, though. Doha, that's a sideshow flank. All right, he's backs away, forced to throw down that biotic field, and perfect work. I mean, this works out. Great response from the Fuel. They are with him in a moment's notice.
I mean, he's been playing some very aggressive positions in 76, like in front of his tank.
What's in between? The Zen probably scares him a little bit as well. Twilight, right. Okay, well, either way, Dallas looking good. San Francisco look a little listless right now. That kill there from Fearless was unexpected, to say the least, and this tack visor just...
And look at what they're doing. This is a hunt for Twilight. They know it's like Twilight's pushed all the way back to the Shock spawn. He's not going to be in this fight at all.
Minefield on the point. Here's that Transcendence in play. Fielder doesn't actually clear many of those mines. He doesn't have the ability to. He's busy healing properly. I knew Spark wouldn't have recall there. A couple of rockets was all Nero needed to take him down now. And this looks like the Shock's best chance to get in. Gohart Biotic Field can't keep him alive. Harden installing just a little longer here. Looks like Fearless is doing the same. Self-destruct. Keep that clock ticking along here. And Nero doesn't want to have to use a barrage here, but he's starting to get annoyed. He's got to use it. Shield bash away. The rally brig in play. Fearless trying to get around the corner. Unbelievable stuff. Dallas is still in control of the point now. They're at 92%. This is getting out of hand. Nero needs to find a kill, and he needs it now. Doha takes him down. The Discord Orb finds the mark, and Violet next to fall. San Francisco Shock. An utter capitulation at the final hurdle here. And they've got no one left. The Dallas Fuel outlasts the Shock in a 5-map bonanza. And it ends here on Lijiang. What a performance from Dallas.
What an absolutely wild finish to this series. For the last two fights, though, like Fearless and Sparkle were basically just spawn killing Twilight, and nobody goes back to help him. Twilight, we saw that one play where it was